indeed, it's amazing seeing a lot of you here. And we thank you so much for honoring our invitation and gracing us with your presence, despite the weather that has been in the past few days. And for that, we're grateful, Asanteni. So without much delay, I'd like to welcome one of our senior leadership and also the person that has really made this possibility and for us to be here today. And I want to thank my management for the support that has rendered for this to happen. Thank you so much. Mr. Frank Wan, our Deputy GM.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my honor to host the distinguished members of Kenya, South Africa Chamber of the Business. Welcome to come to GTC. I think when we built this project, like the general designer is a GMP, is a German, very famous designer, and also we have a lot of the supplies which they are all global standards to finally to work with us together to make this project happen. And also, most importantly, we have supplies for partners, for example, like GTC Nairobi and CBRE Accelerate. They are both regional headquarters in South Africa. So we have we already have a lot of the connections with the South African market, but we look forward to, through tonight's events, to work with you together and to maybe we can reach more partnership with us together. And so about the project, I think if you're familiar with Nairobi market, with the city, you might know that 10 years ago, before we starting to do the excavation, to starting to build this project, it was a hotel called Salisbury Hotel. Was actually abandoned around 50 years since 1960s until we come to change that into a mixed-use property, GTC, and it's the reason, like I said, that the reason why we named the project Global Trade Center is not only because we have the global partners, we also settle our product is also global standards. Also, most importantly, our service, and I think in the future our customer will service the too, is from the globally. So we look forward to work with you in the future. And thank you, and I hope you enjoy the events. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Please, another round of applause to your host before you're kicked out. Yeah. So I want you to turn to your neighbor and shake their hands. Tell them hi. You're so uptight. Loosen up a bit. It's not a political rally. Yeah, that's the essence why we are here. We've come to really know each other, to come and exchange, share, and interact. But if you become so uptight, it kills the entire objective of the meeting, right? That's a lovely handshake. Thank you, sir. Okay, so today, my name is Shamim, as a matter of introduction, and I'd like to recognize the leadership of JW Marriott, Mr. Ibn Nil, the GM. He's in the house tonight. Yeah, and they are our wonderful caterers. Yeah, oh yeah. Yes, he's a loyal, patriotic South African and also Kenyan by default. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, and distinguished members of South Africa Chamber of Business Community. Indeed, it is with great pride and enthusiasm that we gather here today to celebrate the strength, resilience of each one of us, plus the milestones that we've accomplished throughout the years, and also to celebrate the project that is GTC's milestone. And that's why we felt that today was a perfect day to invite you to come and officiate this ceremony. And just to add the icing on the cake, you're the first Chambers of Commerce to open the year. Please clap for yourselves. And indeed, we have weathered countless storms and navigated uncertain waters and emerge stronger than ever. The storms, the waters, in a literal form and also in the business sense. You can see we are really strong also. We've really endured, and we look ahead to opportunities and challenges that lie before us and ahead of us. So let's continue to stand united in our mission to foster growth, innovation, prosperity, support, and let us work together to build a future that is inclusive, sustainable, prosperous for our businesses and our community as a whole. So without much of preaching, because I'm not a preacher, I'd like to thank you so much, and please, I'd like now to welcome one member of our leasing team, so that at least in a nutshell, briefly to just introduce the project. I think a lot of you, this is your first time. How many is the first time? I see familiar faces. How many is the first time? Amazing. Oh, I was waiting for him to lift off, but he's fine. Yeah, so please welcome the leasing team. They have a wonderful presentation for us. It won't take much of your time, and I hope you enjoy and you'll be inspired. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Karibuni sana. So I'll just give you a brief about the project of GTC, but my colleague and I, she's Daisy. Daisy, raise your hand up. We are always here to guide you in case you need to see the spaces more. So GTC, the type of clientele we are targeting is Global Fortune 500 established companies and embassies. So at GTC, we have the office tower where we currently are. Then we also have the hotel, the JW Marriott. We have the apartments. We have the residential side. I think you've met Elfis. So we have the residential and the Pan-Pacific side. And also we have the shopping mall. We have 41 floors. Then we have the helipad. I think a few people that I spoke to, they said they are very interested to see the helipad. So you can always call one of us. We'll show you around. And then for the office spaces, it's between 4,000 square feet to 4,400, totaling to 16,000 square feet per floor. So the floors are divided into 3 segments. We have the low zone, which is from the 3rd floor to the 17th floor. Then we have the middle zone, which is from the 18th floor to the 30th floor. Then we have the high zone, which is from the 31st to the 41st floor. So in the offices, as much as we have 4 offices in each floor, you can make them into one big office if you're looking at, if you have a lot of employees or you have a big business. The roof, it's a high ceiling. Then we have the pillars at the corner of each office so that you can maximize your space. If you're looking, we have different ways you can set up your office. So when you come for a show round, we'll show you how we've set up. So we've set up it differently. If you're more of a customer service, we'll show you how you can do it. If you're more of shared spaces, we'll show how to do it. If you're more in offices, we'll also show you how to do it. So I won't talk much about the project, but like I've said, I think those who have not gotten the cards, we'll make sure all of you have the cards. Welcome.
Wonderful, wonderful. How many segmentations did Eunice mention? Sorry, the gentleman, please. Yes, I'm talking to you, sir. Wonderful. Please clap for him. So, Eunice, please find him after this so that he can sign up. And please, in the spirit of the National Day that we just passed, if you feel that you want also to extend the good friendship of South Africa and Kenya, find Eunice, Daisy, Elfis, and sign up. Thank you so much. So the next person I'm going to introduce, of course, who is also, who made this possible tonight, is the chairman of Kensab, Mr. Mike. I am not quite sure about your second name. If you're French, dites-moi.
That would be way too pretentious.
Please.
In South Africa, that would be very pretentious to say du toi. So first of all, thanks everybody for attending today. Great turnout and appreciate it. But more importantly, to Prakran and to Kobus Visser to organizing today and inviting us. I'm not sure, you said that we're the first business group that's here at, this year, and I'm not sure if it's the weather or thirsty or free drinks, but as you see, generally we're on time. Generally, Put your hands up, those who came late. I know, right? Guilty as charged. But thank you, everybody, for braving it and coming out here. We know that the weather could have given anybody an excuse not to get here. And I think it's testament, folks, to what an incredible product that you've built in the skyline of Nairobi. Those of us who've been around have watched this iconic building going up, or series of buildings going up. And it's my first visit here, and it's really exciting to get inside and actually see it. I like the CEO building in the office in the corner that had an ensuite bedroom where you could just sleep at night and have a rest. So folks, that you're not allowed to go use it tonight, okay? Go home at the end of the evening. I want to also just thank Charlene. For those of you, I think you all know who Charlene is, but if you don't, Charlene, just put your hand up. You better know who Charlene is. Okay, Charlene is the one that actually runs Kensab, and thank you, Charlene, for always getting everything together over here, supported always by Lizelle. If you don't know Lizelle, then you better get to know. There she is as well. Okay. Like all good organizations, they're run by women in reality. I also want to thank Miles. Miles, where are you? Gone? No, there she is. Okay. Miles, thank you. Miles designed our logo over here, and thank you very much for that. And I think importantly, that strap line over there, in friendship and in partnership, is important, because as much as we are a business organization, an association, we don't have the formalities of some of the other ones, because at the end of the day, we like to just gather together and have a glass of wine. Actually, I didn't look at the wine bottle. I hope it's South African wine. I'll be sincerely hope so. Those of you who may not have been to Kensab functions in the past, and particularly the business functions, please stay in touch. Come and join us. In reality, the association is there to make sure that you can network, you can get ideas, you can find out the tricks and the trades. We had Crawford School speaking to us at the last one. If you missed out on it, you missed out on an exceptional opportunity to listen to somebody starting a business in this country and finding out all the unknown pitfalls. It was an amazing presentation that we had, and that's what Kensab is really about, okay? It's not a formal organization. It's trying to help people who have got South African connection to their businesses to try and learn the tricks of the trade from those that have been around and gone through the experience itself. Apparently there's a free apartment that you are giving away today. No, okay. It's look of shock and horror. No, not quite. Okay. So folks, don't hide away. One of the problems, and for those of you who are relatively new to Kenya, there used to be an organization called SABAC, which died a natural death because South Africans just love to hide away. They don't really want to put their hands up and say, okay, we part of an association that can support each other. And we're not talking about political support, and we're not talking about necessarily being there, fix it, like that. That you've got to do for yourself, but at least show your face and help your colleagues who want to establish themselves. So once again, thank you very much to the whole GTC AVIC team. Thank you for hosting us. We've really enjoying ourselves, and I can see that there's a lot of chat going on, and I think you're certainly, if it's, you've now got a whole lot of ambassadors for your business and what you're trying to spread as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mike. Okay, so for those who like to have a tour of the project and the ones who have not seen the Marriott, so you've read or you've heard that they officially handed over, and it was officiated by the head of state. So Mr. Eben, in the spirit of his countrymen, he'd like to also offer us a tour as part of the tour of the project. So anyone who'd like to have a tour of the project, oh, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Wonderful. That's a very good number. So please, let the drinks flow and the bitings, and then you can start the tour in the next 5-10 minutes. Okay? Thank you. So we've come to the end of the program. And I'd like to really thank each and every one of us that has been with part of the journey, and you've spared your time to come through despite your busy schedule. And I know tomorrow in Kenya it's a holiday, so you get some extra time to sleep in. Yeah. Now I have 2 vouchers for my favorite lady, Charlene. This is for you. So, as part of the landlord duties to the tenants at the mall, we are gifting at least we get vouchers on behalf of our clients and our guests. So, whenever we have such events, we normally give out to appreciate your time. It's not that you cannot afford it, but it will help with the current economy to offset a few coins. Okay, one also for you, ma'am. Yes. So there's something for everyone. Also for the gents, I know the gents want to swallow me, but don't worry. I got something also. On your way out, please, you'll find the team by the door, and they'll have something for everyone who came in today. Thank you. Have a good evening.